There are no secrets in conference play. They know you, you know them, and there's always a little trickle of bad blood here and there, particularly when both teams are ranked as these two are in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the LSU Fighting Tigers, Baton Rouge and Tiger Stadium. As we'll see the number 21 team in the country, the Texas A&M Aggies, taking on the 8th-ranked team in the land, the LSU Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. LSU will put a foot to it for the opening kickoff. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. They challenge this crowd to bring the energy, and I'd say they're doing that. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Texas A&M going up tempo. He'll pull it down and run. They get him at the 42, but he picked up 10 there.
It's such a good sign for your offense when your quarterback is this dialed in early in the game, right? On the RPO, wanted to throw it, nobody open, so he takes off running it himself and gets a big gainer. If I'm the coordinator and play caller, I'm finding more ways to get this guy running the football and keep this defense on their heels.
Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really...
Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. And on the interception return, he'll finally be stopped at the 33.
Job number one for a defense is to create negative plays, to create turnovers. How about this? Opening drive of the football game, getting the big turnover, setting your offense up in great position, and building some mojo. This defense, that is a picture-perfect start.
Bulldozes his way through. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. LSU now operating in the red zone. Pulls and throws out the RPO. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers! They can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game?
Yeah, and I feel like momentum is always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score now.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fair catch, called for and made. this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wants to throw. It's Reed. Here's a heat. Bought a little time, lets it go. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit, and when they get hurried, and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense, pressuring the quarterback.
He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. Right on target this time. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, there's a statement by the defensive line. First down play, expecting run, and they just dominated up front. Beat their one-on-ones and forced a tackle for a loss.
He tries to take the top off. Snags it inside the 20. Touchdown, Aggie! A great catch and run for 6. Looking for the tie with the extra point.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. If this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Give to the running back. He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19. Give him 1.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Looking downfield, it's Nussmeier. Finds his man. It's Anderson. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
These guys are called matchup guys. They're not the biggest guys on the field, but they're going to win. Short, and they're going to catch the ball, and they're going to make yards after the catch. You can tell those are the type of guys in college football that are starting to get maximized and used a lot more than they were in the past.
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. He's got it along the sideline. Touchdown, Tigers! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. Did not take long to get into the end zone. Now let's see if this gets this offense to hit overdrive.
We may have a situation here. We might have points, and more points. You keep putting drives together like that quickly, chewing up that much yardage, defenses are going to have to get something figured out.
Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Here's the handoff. And maybe he'll get back to the line.
Entering settings screen, you have 29 options. Menu narration option is set to off is selected.
Scrimmage, but no more than that.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. He got the toe down. That's going to look spectacular on his social media, but not so much for the down and distance after he loses yardage.
That's one I think if the running back could have over, he would just let that ball sail out of bounds incomplete because he made the catch but lost yards because of it. It wasn't inaccurate.
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
Yeah, and the defensive line, you know, third and long situations, I'm rushing the quarterback. You bring in the nickel, a little bit more speed on the field, and the defensive line gets home and gets the sack on third down.
No fair catches here, looking for room. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. This drive will get started from the 37-yard line. Looking for a gap. It's Durham. Got the first down and still on his feet. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
That's a really nice run. One thing I love about him is he's got versatility. Reminds me of a guy I used to play against back in the day, Kevin Falk. He could catch the ball, he could run the ball, he could block, he returned kicks. He did everything for the LSU Tigers, and this guy, he's got that ability too. So many different tools in his toolbox.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule and it makes those third downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this.
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28. LSU moving the ball quickly down the field. Dropping back, it's Nussmeier. Fires deep toward the end zone. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. They're set to kick it off, and you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field?
Texas A&M, 7.
He'll call for the fair catch here. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Trying to get the edge on the jet sweep. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter.
Game of 5. Second down coming up. That's the end of the first quarter. LSU 21, Texas A&M 7.
First play of the period will be a second down. Looking to fire. Floating away. Lets it fly. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line, and he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the football from touching the turf. Great concentration, great effort by the receiver.
From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. The sweet feet buy a little time. He'll pull it down. What a nice job by the defense stringing that out and forcing him out of bounds. He got nothing.
Okay, so the QB scrambled, went out of bounds. It counts as a sack because it's a loss on the play. You know what I did as a defensive lineman, guys? I chased him and tried to be the first one and the closest one near him. Because guess who gets the sack? Yep, that guy.
Starting to feel a little pressure. Going to take a shot. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
And those are frustrating. Like, those drops really annoy you because those running backs are always asking to be more a part of the game plan. Get the ball more, touch it more. An awesome opportunity in the pass game to make a play, ball right in his hands, and that is a missed opportunity.
On fourth down, looking to pass. Under fire. And they can't connect, and the gamble does not work out.
Well, here's a classic sudden change situation early in the game. And we're going to see a few of these as the game goes on. But with the defense getting that stop on fourth down in their opponent territory, the offense now has an opportunity to come out here and maybe take a shot in this sudden change situation, see if they can catch the defense now.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Finds his man. It's Anderson. Turning on the Jets. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
And a nice job finding my wide receiver. And then how about the wide receiver turning into a running back, getting upfield, getting some positive yards, and getting the first down.
Back to pass. It's Nussmeier. Catch in the middle. It's Brown. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. Rides to back and leaves it. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
Well, there's just nowhere to go for the runner on that last play. Just way too much penetration up front, and as a result, they lose yardage.
Wants to fire on second down. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Throw it toward the end zone, picked off right at the goal line. Brought down at the 11 as he was trying to find enough room to take it back for the pick six.
Well, coming into this game, this offense knew that points were going to be at a premium. If you can't score touchdowns down here in the red zone, you at least got to come away with field goals, but you can't do that if you're throwing interceptions. That's just poor execution by the offense.
Opening play of this drive comes from the 11. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Maybe a double pass. Caught near the sticks. It's Moss. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down.
And this defense is figuring out early in this football game, man. They've got to be dialed in because this passing attack, it's lethal because they get it to their speedsters, and after the catch, they're really good. Got to tighten up that coverage and get those guys on the ground when they catch the football.
After that last big gainer, they'll put it in play. 1st and 10 from their own 49. He's going to run it. Gets the first himself. His defense giving up ground as he's finally knocked down at the 26. The Aggies just got that huge run. They'd love another explosive play. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Grabbed behind the line. It's Moss. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker. Texas A&M going quickly. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's 2nd and long. They think they can create space here with a run to the right. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football, you can tell.
Better get that seismograph ready here in Death Valley. Huge 3rd down coming. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Man, the defense smells blood in the water. You can tell. They're getting to this quarterback over and over and over. They've already sacked him a couple times. They're just winning up front. They almost got another sack on that last play.
Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. That cuts into the deficit. It's now 21-10.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. To throw, it's Nussmeier. The sure hands, it's Durham. He's past the 30. Wide open spaces. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30.
And one of the things I love about this running back is his versatility. He's not just good running the football, but he can catch it as well, and he can make things happen with the ball in his hands. Nice job by the quarterback, getting through the progression, getting it out to his guy, and he does the rest, and that generates a huge play.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. They're testing the right side here.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
On third down, going up top. The quick out. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
One of the most difficult things about this slot receiver is his shiftiness and his athleticism. He's very, very difficult to tackle after the catch.
On fourth down, they could boot the field goal, but looks as if they'll go for it. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, LSU.
Would have been a makeable 49-yard field goal attempt, but they'd rather try to keep the ball and move it on fourth and short. Hauls it in easily enough for the first down. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. LSU with the 1st and 10 here. Back to throw, it's Nussmeier. Firing to the right, complete. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal.
Man, this quarterback is having himself a day. Over 200 yards in the first half. It was hard enough for Palmer to get over 200 in a game, more or less in a first half.
He's looking to throw. Skips away from pressure. Touchdown LSU! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
Man, what great offensive execution. You talk about addressing a 2-minute situation and using almost all of the clock, adding to your lead and creating more momentum going into the half. Great execution by this offense.
Texas A&M, 10.
No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Quarterback strolling away from heat. Rolling, throwing, looking right. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. That's going to wrap it up here in the first half. Stay tuned. Second half not too far away. They want to get the ball back right now, lining up for an onside kick to start the second half. They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it.
Well, they're trying to pounce on their opponent with the lead in the second half, trying to steal a possession, but give the return team credit. They may not have been set up perfectly for that onside kick, but they're Johnny on the spot, and now they're...
A shot toward the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And I don't blame this offense at all for throwing the football down here. Like, you can trust. He's already got 4 touchdown passes on the day. He's proven he's trustworthy. Nice job by the defense, not getting fooled again. They've had a bad day, but that was a good play.
The RPO fire complete to the left. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Coming to the line of scrimmage on 3rd down. To the air. It's Nussmeier. Unloads to the wideout. Hauls it in. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just
intercepted, and that's not how you want to start a half.
And what a great job by the defense that time. Cover 1, man coverage. And did you see how everybody was impressed? When you press receivers, you disrupt their timing. You get your hands on them at the line of scrimmage. You jam them. And it completely disrupts the quarterback and his thought process. And that time, that was a big reason that ball got INT'd.
Keeps it on the bootleg, looking to throw. Finds a spot down the gut of the knee. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. Let's go. That's the way to open a drive. Now they'll put it in play just shy of midfield. Off the bootleg to buy a little space. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
It's such a nice play getting that sack. And I'll tell you, what makes it worse is the fact that he has this crowd noise behind him. Death Valley is so loud, arguably the loudest stadium in the entire country. And I know that having played here before, you do not want to get behind the chains as an opposing quarterback with this crowd noise. It makes it so hard for your offensive line to hear the cadence and know when the snap is coming out.
And a big play on the outside. What a job to keep those feet in bounds and get the completion.
And that is such an accurate throw. It's one thing to do it from the pocket when you have your feet set underneath you, but when you can get outside, off schedule, on the move, and throw a dart like that, that is just big time, and the offense gets a huge...
Got some room headed to the goal line, and he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Aggies!
It's so nice to have these big playmaking tight ends that are basically oversized receivers. Make a play down the field to him, huge catch radius, makes the play, and then I love the run after the catch. These guys can do this nowadays. He does the rest of the work and gets into the end zone.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Quarterback making adjustments. Scanning the field, it's Nussmeier. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. Got room at the 35. Turning it on. Inside the 30. Seizing that open space, an opportunity all the way inside the red zone. They'll mark it at the 19.
Every time he touches the ball, you can feel the excitement from this home crowd because Palmer, he can go the distance with that game-breaking speed.
You're right, David. He's a special talent. I'll tell you, these fans, they come here to see this guy play because he has game-breaking speed. Stuff you can't coach. You saw it on that play.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Anderson.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal. And the Tigers are flying down the field. The little soft flip pass falls incomplete.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
Trying to power it in. He cannot get it in. A mere inches away from pay dirt.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Touchdown, LSU! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And I love finding the big fella down in the red zone, 3rd and goal. You got to make something happen down here. Throw it up high. Let the big fella make you look really good as a quarterback. Love finding those big guys down here in the red zone.
Texas A&M, 17.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. Bunch formation for these receivers. Looking for a man. It's Reed. Forced out of the pocket. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And that's why you always want to be pursuing the football. QB's scrambling, he rolls out to the right, but don't quit if you're on defense. Get somebody after the QB. They got to him, they hit him, and forced the incompletion.
Hits a seam wide open. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
Well, really nice catch there, and I'll tell you, ever since Texas A&M made the move to the SEC, their path to the national championship got way harder. If they're going to win today, they've got to come up with big plays in the passing game. This guy gives them that opportunity. He gives them a chance not just to compete for conference titles, but for national championships, too.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. This time on target. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37. A&M comes back out with another first down. Pocket breaking down. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And this is why this team is losing this game right now. They cannot protect their quarterback. He's already been sacked a bunch of times. Almost got sacked right there. This guy doesn't have a chance with the way this offensive line is playing.
That's caught. It's Bussey.
He's just got a knack, doesn't he? Just finds his way out of things and scrambles outside the pocket and then makes plays, gets completions. It's just so frustrating for a defense to try to bottle a guy up like this with so much talent.
They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. Caught near the sticks. It's Bussey. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line. Texas A&M will snap it in the red zone. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Scrambling away. Trying to get rid of it.
Man, this quarterback is going to need an ice bath when this game is over because he is getting whacked. We've seen him go down. He's been sacked time and time again. He just got nailed another time on that last play. He can't wait for this game to be over.
Back to pass, it's Reed. Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, Texas A&M.
Touchdown, Texas A&M.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. power football with the run. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
You can't let the same guy beat you over and over and over again. You got to make adjustments. Sometimes you got to bring more guys in the box, more guys to the football, and make sure he's not the one who beat you.
Making side adjustments here. Second down, they'll go to the air. Buys a little time. Trying to escape and get it himself. He's run out of bounds and didn't gain an inch on the play.
Brings up third down. That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, LSU 35, Texas A&M 24.
With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. Back to throw, it's Nussmeier. Got his man downfield. That's where they'll mark him a very productive play and a first down. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to third down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the first down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
The Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Creates a little space. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. This is the kind of performance, guys, that sort of etches your name in the lore of a rivalry.
And playing big in this big moment, on this big stage, it is so nice to have a playmaker like that you can highlight, that you can focus on, that you can trust in.
He was so excited coming into this game, too, because he knows that oftentimes your legacy as a player is defined by how you play in rivalry games like this.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Back to pass. Caught in the backfield, it's Durham. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football there.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Wants to throw again. Fires to the middle. Makes the grab. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Second and goal for the offense. Tries again to get it in. Touchdown, Tigers! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And a lot of times late in football games, you'll see offenses get really, really conservative with the lead. I like how this offense didn't go against the clock. They stayed within themselves. They stayed true to who they were. And now, big-time advantage, big-time lead, up by 17 in the fourth quarter.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fair catch, called for and made. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Motion from the wideout. To the air, it's Reed. Makes the grab, it's Craver. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
Gain of 3.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the first down.
We knew coming into this game, if they throw completions and get first downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go fast. You're seeing it here.
And I'm just not sure where to put the blame. And I know they're going to lose this football game. They've struggled, and he's been sacked. I know he's turned it over and thrown an interception, but they haven't been in sync, and nobody's played really great, and they've got to...
What a job to lay out and make the catch.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. And yeah, they're trailing here in the fourth quarter, but this dude can put up points quickly.
They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
This quarterback obviously did a lot of film prep coming into this one. He has been picking this defense apart. With that last completion, guys, he's now got over 300 yards passing.
Motion from the wide receiver. Wants to throw on first down. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
And how about the complimentary football? This defense getting another sack. They've already got an interception. Offense has played great. Both sides of the football together dominating this football game.
And the Aggies with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Sends it back in motion. Second down, he'll throw it. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Taking it the other way. Past the 10. Touchdown, Tiger.